Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Crypto News Analyst. I am your host, Tobias Nelson. This is not financial advice, but rather an in-depth look at the cryptocurrency space today. Let's jump right on into it. As we can see, pretty much all of our top 10 trending along with Bitcoin, down 5%, 8% for Ethereum, 2% for Cardano, Binance 8%, XRP 7.4%, Solana down 8% over the last 24 hours, DOT 5% as well, Dogecoin down 6.7%, rounding out the top 10. And as we can see, pretty much all of the top 10 coins are trending right along with Ethereum, and that is one of the main reasons why I focus on Hex, because Hex seems to have its own lifeline and it doesn't need Bitcoin in order to make its moves. And people are wondering what has happened over the last 24 hours. Well, there's two things that could be going on. Number one, we could be heading on into a bear market. We have seen quite a bull run over the last couple of years here, so we could be trending on into a bear market, or there could be other factors that are causing the dip because it happened so suddenly. And for those who don't really keep up with what's going on in the social space, here's what happened yesterday. Old FUD, new BTC price dip. Weeks old China crypto ban sparks Bitcoin price drop to 42K. Now, what happened was last night on Twitter, somebody started retweeting these influencers and things. People who have an influence start retweeting old China ban news, and it caused these huge dips. And it just is what it is, because Twitter and the social space is really the lifeline and the bloodline of any type of market at this point in time. So when news gets out very quickly and people who are online instantaneously, they become emotional, and then you see things like this happen. So we'll see over the weekend if things are going to be bloody, or if we get the green light for the bulls to take off again. All right. Here's another thing. We're not going to have a coin of the day, but I will talk about Bitcoin as our coin of the day, because I want you to be aware of what happened. Bitcoin.org website inaccessible after being hacked by a parent giveaway scam. So what happened was somebody took over the Bitcoin.org website, which is not actually affecting what happens with Bitcoin, the protocol, but the website, which was the original place where Bitcoin started at, was hacked, and people were offering double Bitcoin for the day. So you could invest $1 and get $2, which we know in real life that just doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Unless you're on Pulsechain and you get double what you already had. And Bitcoin.org website is now unaccessible, so be careful. This leads us into our word of the day. So the word of the day is immutable, and a lot of people want to know what that means, and it's very, very cut and dry, very simple. Immutable means a property that defines an inability to be changed, especially over time. So if something is immutable, it can't be changed, especially over long periods of time. Boom. Let's move on into the social space. All right. Now, Twitter is doing something big. Here goes big business again, people. Twitter will now allow users to send and receive tips in Bitcoin. Now, I want to ask you people who are still skeptical about getting involved in the cryptocurrency space, why would these huge companies like Twitter get involved in this space if it was a scam? If it was a Ponzi scheme? Do you think these people don't have their minds in the right place? Do you think these people don't know what they're doing? Okay, maybe it's you, but take a look at what they're saying. Twitter will now allow users to send and receive tips in Bitcoin. So now all you big influencers, everybody that's in the crypto space, hey, you can now move money over to a friend for doing something, tip a guy for a service or product, you know what I mean, in Bitcoin. That's going to be huge for Twitter. They have adopted it. You should too. Moving into the NFT space, Time Magazine, another huge iconic company, launches timepieces, a first of its kind, innovative and collection of more than 4,500 original NFTs from over 40 artists around the world. So let's get our mind wrapped around it. These huge companies are not fooling around. They're getting into the space. They're taking and dipping their toes in the water. And hey, it's going to be beneficial. So if you haven't heard about these NFTs, you might want to go on the secondary marketplace now, because it happened yesterday and those NFTs blew out within like 40 seconds. You know what I mean? Moving on into the technology. So with technology, what's been going on is basically there is a new bridge called the Nft Wormhole Bridge, which is a new protocol that allows you to move from Ethereum to Solana. So what Solana had going on is basically you couldn't link up with your MetaMask wallet. You definitely couldn't put any of the Solana NFTs on OpenSea and things of that nature. But this protocol, this bridge, should be helping you guys be able to do that if you're involved in Solana. And so now that's going to give them a little bit more edge to try to compete with the Ethereum blockchain, and we shall see how it works. So let's go here to Twitter, so this is my Twitter here, and we're getting on up there. We're at 190 now, 10 away from 200. As you guys can see, day by day we're creeping along here. We're growing the community. I am on YouTube, I'm on Twitter, as you can see. I'm on Facebook. I'm on every social platform. So if you're on any of those and you're looking for my information, you should be able to find me there. If this content helps you, please comment, share, like, and subscribe. This is the Crypto News Analyst. See you next week.